here with Tyrel Dodson, Buffalo Bills linebacker. Tyrel, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Sure.
All right, so before we get started here, I just have a nice softball here. The nickname, T-Dot. Is it as self-explanatory as it seems, or is there a good origin story there?
One of my high school teammates, Devontae Walker, one day was just like, I'm just gonna call you T-Dot, even though it doesn't go with your last name, because my last name is Dodson.
Right.
So usually I usually get mad when people mess up my last name, but people usually say they spell my last name with D-O-T because of T-Dot. I think he got it off of the T-Dot of Tennessee, the transportation thing. But yeah, I've been having that since like my freshman year of high school, and I've just stuck with it.
Do you like the nickname though?
I love the nickname. That's usually who I go by. I mean, not many people other than my coaches or my mom calls me Tyrel, or when my girlfriend gets mad, calls me Tyrel. But other than that, yeah.
It does roll off the tongue. So going back to the 2019 draft, it's often said that players, once you get into the later rounds of the draft, final picks, it's almost preferable to go undrafted because then you can choose the situation that you enter as opposed to getting selected. So for you, what was going through your mind as the last couple picks were coming in, and how did you ultimately land on the Bills?
You know what was going through my mind. I thought I was one of the best available at the position at the time. I guess they thought otherwise, but what was going through my head and what was processed. So I was actually going to sign with Oakland. And then I guess me and my mom and my agent had a different conversation with, I guess, Bean and the rest of the guys. And I wasn't really thinking clear at the time because I was just mad and I was frustrated and stuff like that. So I think we took a couple minutes just to calm me down and stuff like that. So I made a logical decision. I was like, I mean, Buffalo's, up and coming. It's a different spot, and just stuff like that. So, and I honestly thought I was coming to a perfect, position just with, I knew Buffalo needed some depth at the time and just help at the linebacker spot. So, I mean, I think I made the right decision with it.
So then going into your rookie year, obviously a rookie year is tough regardless of where you're picked, and especially tough for UDFA, especially even more tough for a player in your position being on the exempt list and stuff like that. So what were some of the trials and tribulations you went through throughout your rookie year?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a secret. It's not it's something everyone knows that it's out there. But everyone knows what I went through. Just that situation and just coming to the facility and just giving it all I got. Especially I was at the mic position, so I got to call different calls, and I just got to be there to make sure everyone's aligned and defense is straight. And I'm going through difficult times outside the facility, and then I have to come in the facility and smile. So I think I really did a good job. I mean, I take hats off to my older self now that I didn't let the outside noise really mess with my on the field game, and I didn't feel sorry for myself, and I sucked it up, and I deal with the trials and tribulations up front, and I think I did a very good job with the adversity I went through at that moment at a young age.
And then coming off your rookie year, entering your second off season, Bills fans really don't know what to expect from you because they hadn't seen you the prior year. And then by the time you get out of training camp, entering the regular season, you are the second middle linebacker on the depth chart. So was there a moment last off season, there was no preseason or anything, so just in training camp, was there a moment where it just clicked in your head, just like, oh, I belong here?
I think that moment happened my rookie year. Just with being, I think if my circumstances were different, I think I would have, been a huge contributor my rookie year for the Bills defense. But God had other plans. But it honestly clicked my rookie year. Just at training camp and just different stuff like that. I was like, I got it. I just gotta keep having it and just continue to grow other ways. Other than being being very smart, So um yeah, it kind of clicked my rookie year when I knew I had it.
And you say that you were ready to be a huge contributor then, and you you ended up having to contribute pretty early. You start week 2 last year against the Dolphins with Tremaine Edmunds out. So what goes through your head? Obviously, it doesn't look like Tremaine's going to play in the week leading up to it. But what goes through your head, knowing like, oh, I'm achieving a lifelong goal this week. I'm starting in the NFL.
It really didn't hit me until I really walked out into the stadium, but um I get emotional because I just thought about, this time last year I was on, I wasn't even thought of. I wasn't even supposed to be here, just a lot of people thought that, I wouldn't be there. I'm just, you see what I'm saying, Kyle?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people thought it was over for me, and a lot of people that I saw kind of turned their back on me. They were there when I was starting. And it was, that's how the life works, and it's okay and stuff like that. But I knew I was ready. That was my first game playing linebacker, I think, since college. So I was excited, and I know what I have in me, and I know what Coach Bob was very excited for me. I know he believes in me a lot, and he's probably the reason why I'm growing as a player, but as a player and a man. So, I mean, week 2 is special to me.
And then just in the lead up to that, just does the preparation change at all, or is it same preparation every week, regardless of if you're starting or not?
The same preparation for, it was going to my year 2, and I'm still trying to find my routine going to year 3. But I think I still have the same preparation just because, like, I just want to stay ready.
Mm-hmm.
I think the guys that aren't starters, I think they study more than the starters because of, they want to be very, very successful when they get their time and their opportunity.
So I brought up Tremaine Edmunds a few minutes ago there, and he's obviously a leader of that defense, of that linebacker room, but you two are fairly close in age. So is there anything that you've learned from him, and do you think there's anything that he's learned from you?
Yeah, I mean, me and Tremaine, I mean, I like to say he's one of the closest friends to me on the team, and I think I've learned from him just what's important. You know what I'm saying? Literally, just that's the statement. What's important? Football, family, God, no girlfriend or your spouse, just the priorities in life. You know what I'm saying? I think he's helped me with, and I think I helped him with. Honestly, is just the fun side of him. I think that when I come around, and I think that's with my whole linebacker room, they would probably suggest me as the clown, and I think just when I'm around, I like to um, just not be too serious, but I know when to joke around, when not to joke around. So I think I helped him with that part of the game to have a little bit more swagger and just kind of have fun. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Right. So you've obviously grown tremendously on and off the field over your 2 years in the NFL. But if you had to look at one area of your game that you think you've really come into your own, or that you think has grown the most over the past 2 years, what would that be?
Well, I think what's grown is my speed in this last couple months. I've dropped like 8 pounds, 8 to 10 pounds, and I'm feeling really, really, like really good. So
if you could pick one area of your game that you think you could put some more work into, or not necessarily put more work into, but you think there's still room to grow in, still time to master it, what area would that be?
I would say everyone needs to master the man on man covering. Like, I like to say I have a bunch of potential at it because I'm quick and I'm fast, and I have a short burst of speed, and I just need to learn the technique. Yeah, so I think the technique on the man coverage. And
what are your goals for this season?
My goals for this season, honestly, one, make the team. we can't do other stuff without making the team.
Right.
Honestly, be a ace on special teams. be one of the best special teams players. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get there with Tyler making all that money. And then honestly, when my name is called, showing like the whole 32 teams, you know, Tyrel Dodson is a starting NFL linebacker. So I think I am, and I'm just going to continue to prove to people that I can be that.
All right. Last one is a tough one. All right. So 2 sport athletes go down in history with, you know, Deion Sanders, Bo Jackson, all them. Are you going to be the world's first NFL player / Warzone pro?
Yes, I am. Hey, Kyle, I am.
That's great.
I am.
Yeah, I used to watch I forget the guy's name, but he used to do those live streams or whatever with you and Isaiah McKenzie and stuff. And you carried the team on Warzone.
Yeah. I like to say I'm very special at that. And you know, me growing up, I mean, that's what I used to stay out of trouble. You know, my mom always got me and my brother's systems because, you know, just the area we grew up in and stuff like that. But that's something I've been working on, honestly, you know, just trying to expand that other side of me, because I love video games. I know it's probably the new wave coming up now. So I'm just trying to get into it before, you know, I get left behind.
That's all I've got. So thank you so much for joining us here today.
Everyone, thanks for having me. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm about to go eat some pot roast.
Sounds great.
All right, brother.
All right. See ya. Thank you.
Thank you.